The fourth principle in our series on Unity's fundamental beliefs is this: our link with God is through our minds. Now please remember that when I use the word mind, I am referring to mind and heart as one, thought and feeling united. Prayer is our means of touching God, and there are many forms of prayer, such as confident expectation of good, asking the Creator for good with faith, silent or audible repetition of affirmations and denials, visualization of the good we seek, and meditation. Old-time Unity ministers would use phrases like, "You better get prayed up before you go to that meeting," or "Let's get prayed up before we take that trip," or "Today was really hard, but I was prayed up so I could feel God helping me." I used to think, what on earth is prayed up? Now I know that prayed up is keeping your spiritual gas tank full. When I'm agitated or upset, meditation is impossible for me. If I sit in silence for 5 minutes with my eyes closed, my mind will go totally nuts. But if I engage in a regular practice of meditation and other forms of prayer, when upsetting things happen, I have a ground of being that is calmer and more resilient. Here is some of what Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore had to say about prayer in the book Jesus Christ Heals. Quote, "Prayer liberates the energies pent up in mind and body. And those who pray much, create a spiritual aura that eventually envelops the whole body." End quote. If you've ever been to Unity Village in Lee Summit, Missouri, you can feel the aura of more than 100 years of continual prayer. In ancient cathedrals, it is almost thick enough to touch. And now that science has learned how to read and measure this very real energy, they are beginning to prove the effectiveness of prayer. There is a gathering of spiritual energy that leaves a residual with people and with places that is long-lasting and cumulative. This is another way to say prayed up. Yet even more than all of this, prayer is how to build a relationship with God. Think about the most successful relationship in your whole life. How did it get that way? You and that other person talked and listened. You spent time together and grew in trust, enough to share deep feelings. You found ways to do small kindnesses for each other and ways to make amends quickly if you disagreed. What if you were to use that same method for getting to know God? With your mind and imagination and words, begin to build a relationship with the divine presence that is as intimate and close as your most loving human experience. A relationship so intimate and close, you can hear God say to you, "This is my beloved, in whom I am well pleased. Don't settle for anything less than this."